I'm Anusha Rajamohan, cosmetologist, CEO of Dialog Wellness and CEO of Anusha Herbal Beauty Care. The perception of beauty had been evolving with history, and now people do want something permanent. Here at Allura and Anusha Herbal Beauty Care, we do provide permanent solutions to cater the female and male audience. My job here is to direct both the companies in the right direction and to identify the unique needs of the clients and to provide permanent solutions. We do cater skincare, hair care solutions as well as the body structural changes and modifications.
Hi, I am Shrieshara Sundar. I'm the CRO of Allura Wellness and HBZ Private Limited. It's been a great opportunity for me to meet new clients and satisfy their needs and come up with solutions and following up throughout the procedure during the process.
What made you get into the business of beauty within the Tamil wedding industry?
To be honest, I didn't plan to come into this field. I never dreamt to be a beautician because 25 years back, there was no much demand for this field, to tell you the fact. Actually, people were kind of looking down, and even my father was against me coming into beauty because I'm from an industrial background. So it just happened as an accident. But after coming into this, I started loving it. I started loving it to the core.
For me, I think I was born and bred in a family where it was all around fashion and beauty. So I think it's in my blood, which made me to get into this industry.
What is the thing you would never say to a client?
The word which I will never say is no. I think there's always provision to grow, provision to try new things, explore new things. So no is the word I'll never use in front of a client.
I would also never say no, because every client has their own perception of how the beauty and their wedding look should be. So I would say yes, and go ahead with new ideas and creative solutions for their problem.
How do you ensure your techniques are up to date with the cosmetology industry?
Fashion is a field where things change rapidly, and you have to keep yourself educated. You have to know what is happening in the international market, and you have to keep yourself educated and know new trends, practice and explore new things, and you have to set standards and keep evolving. I think that's the key.
You should keep on learning, because due to the social media these days, rapidly things are changing and evolving. So you need to always stay updated with the current trends and knowledge.
From the Cubicle.
What is the ritual that helps you to calm down after a stressful day?
Stress is inevitable in our field because we work around the clock. We get up very early, like 11, 12, midnight, and work. So stress is good, but there are situations where we really go under stress and work long hours. So what I generally do is meditate. I love meditating, and there are certain things which really calm me down, like watching movie, reading books, and going on a long drive, listening to music. That connects me to the core.
After a stressful day, I always prefer to do some workout like yoga or dancing, and then take a long drive with meditation.
What do you enjoy the most about being in your line of work?
Basically, I'm an artist. Even when I was young, I was doing portrait drawing and things like that. So I find it very much connected to what I was doing when I was young. So it's more colorful, and it's always funful, creating a look, and I believe like which makes me very happy is adding confidence to a woman's life, adding confidence to someone.
For me, I enjoy meeting new people and exploring their perspectives.
What would you do if a client wasn't happy with your services?
I think like you can't satisfy everybody at all the time, but still I value a client's feedback and see if there's a provision to grow and make changes to make them happy.
I would always listen to the client, what they prefer and what they would wish it was, how to make it better. And then sometimes certain clients we cannot always satisfy them, but it's always a good opportunity for us to learn and correct it.
What has been the most important part of your journey so far?
I think the continuous evolution. I started my career as a makeup artist, and with the trend we keep changing, we keep learning, and we're just heading into the wellness industry. So I think like it's all about, this is a very vast field, so you keep learning and you keep evolving.
The most important thing I would say, it's finding myself, finding my voice in this journey.
How have you handled adversity and tough times during the pandemic and the current economic climate?
Of course, as the other industries, the wedding industry also was badly affected. Our industry was completely based on the diaspora, so there were less, guests visiting from overseas to the country, and the weddings were downsized and all. So definitely there was a drawback. But we used to utilize that time to learn and educate ourselves and like restructure the entire business and evolve into the wellness industry, as I told you earlier. Like, so there are adversities hit your life in the times you don't expect, but how we see it and how we utilize it and how we rewire everything and reframe the problem is what matters, I think.
It was very challengeful, but I think challenging situations help us to know our strengths, and it's I would say in a way it is a blessing, because every single day being in a wedding industry, it's always busy and we are kind of used to a particular lifestyle. It's a fast-paced lifestyle. During pandemic we got the break to rethink and remodify our lifestyle and grow ourselves.
What's the vision you have for your brand?
So this change in the industry is where we thought like we have to bring permanent solutions for clients who have problems and who want to change their looks permanently. So that is where we are coming up with Allura Wellness, where we do have a bunch of professionals like plastic surgeons and cosmetologists, dietitians, nutritionists, all come together to cater the client's needs.
We started as a beauty brand and now we are evolving into a wellness brand. So I want to make it an international brand which will help people to see a new perspective regarding wellness.
If you had one piece of advice to someone just starting out, what would it be?
I believe if someone is choosing a career after their education, that has to be something which is very much related to their inner need. You don't pick a career just because your parents say or the social demand is there or it's very lucrative. You have to have passion and you have to have a drive towards that, and then only you will be able to make a mark in the industry.
When you're starting up a career, it'll be challenging, but you need to learn to dive through the deep waters and keep on moving.
What differences do you see in each other as business personalities?
Of course, we do have our weaknesses and strengths, so like we complement each other. So wherever like I feel she's more powerful, I get her to take over.
I would say my mom is more of an artistic person and I'm more into finance and PR. So I think we complement each other. That's how I think our business is successful, because my strength is her weakness and her weakness is my strength. So it's a pretty much of a lovely combo that makes us keep on going forward.
What does success mean to you?
I think success is more deeper and wider than we think of. Like it's a rounded thing. It's not just the business success or your professional success, I think it's more to do with how emotionally stable you are, and how do you connect to people, and how much you enrich other people's life, other people who are around you, and how much you're connected to your inner self or the spiritualism. I think it's all put together.
For me, I would define success as a complete well-being instead of a mind of happiness and peace. For me, the complete well-being, I have 5 parts of it, which is one is physical. Physically, you need to be fit, because when you fall sick, you will find it hard to be happy or be peaceful. And mentally, you need to be fit and strong enough to face every challenge you're coming across. And then socially, you need to have a good rapport with people, and you need to help them to grow. That's a part of life. And spiritually, you need to find, whatever you define the spirituality of yours, you need to find that inner peace inside yourself. And also, to maintain everything, you need to be financially successful as well. So I think you need to work on all these 5 parts to be a very successful person.
The second generation is now taking over the business. What advice would you give each other in the process?
I think the new generation is far more superior in certain qualities, like the technology and things like that. But I think we have to pass on the values and the ethics to the next generation to take it further and pass on to their, generations.
I'm glad that I'm getting into my mom's business, and it's a privilege for me to be in this industry, which my mom had been leading for the past 24 years. And what I can say to my mom is I'm very thankful, and I think my mom gives me the space to make the decision and to carry the business forward.
How do you maintain a balance between personal and professional differences in opinion?
Because both of us are in the same field, even at home, most of the time we talk about business, and there are situations where we do have differences in the opinion. But I think there are certain things which I have to learn from her, like the new generation perceptives. So I do give value. I value her opinions, and there are disputes also at times. Naturally, we are all human. So we take a bit of space and think over, and then we take it sometime later. When you are emotional, we avoid coming to conclusions and making decisions. So we take time to evaluate things and then bring it to the table once again.
Being in the same career, it's sometimes it's challenging, to be very honest, because your personal and professional life always get mingled up, and separating things between the personal and professional life, it takes time when there are some disputes among us also. So what we do is we literally take some time from each other, we clarify our mind, and then we talk things out and sort things out. I think talking to each other without arguing, having a clarity of mind, I think that will solve most of the problem and help to keep the balance between the personal and the professional life.
What do you think about this program?
I think it's a very nice program, very valuable program, where you bring people together and discuss about their business strategies, as well as how they cope up in their day-to-day life. It's amazing.
I think it's an amazing program which brings different professionals and business people together to depict their perceptions on life and business. And I really thankful to Hi TV for inviting us for this program. Thank you.